drink Celsius, you'll test positive for like drugs or something.
What? Morgan has been in the industry for a very long time.
Oh my gosh.
Hi guys, welcome back. This week I have one of my favorite people in the whole entire world. I have Morgan with me, and then what's your app on the bands?
Mo Money, Mo Probs, with 3 Y's, 3 Z's.
So I really wanted to itch the part of my brain of old arts and crafts when we were like kids. So I got crazy looms. Only thing is that this looks a lot more like complex than I remember. So this is what we're gonna build today, and then you're gonna get to know this a little bit.
It does say 8+, so hopefully we can
even open the box.
I know.
Oh, this looks way more complex than I fucking remember. WTF. I need to make sure I cut a little less in there. Can we just get a little what is it called? We do a little,
Zoom in?
Yeah, a little, yeah. Can you do a little on this? This doesn't look 8 and up. Does this look 8 and up for you?
I don't remember ever seeing any of this as a kid. I think I just did it.
Morgan has been in the industry for a very long time.
Oh my gosh. No, I have. I've been on OnlyFans longer than OnlyFans was a thing. So I feel like I'm kind of like an OG. Like I was definitely like a year and a half before like the whole COVID pop, back when, you know, people used to get bullied for it a lot more than we do now. And I was loud and proud with my content.
And you've been a model for how many years?
Since, I'm not gonna give away my age, but 5 years.
Slut.
I feel like I'm getting old.
Well, we're first trying to figure out how this works.
Yeah.
Would you like to help us? Honestly, this is way more complex than we thought it was going to be.
Way more.
So our challenge is just to make a single loop, one bracelet, if we can even do that. So that's what we're
gonna try.
So, where are you from?
I am from Charleston, South Carolina.
Cute. What's it like out there?
White. It's very old school. I would say, like, whatever you think life is, take it like 75 years in the past, and that is what South Carolina is like. I would say LA was definitely a little bit of a culture shock to me.
Comes out here and makes an OnlyFans. It's like, hey.
Well, that and just like I feel like people are so much more like open.
Oh yeah.
And in advance. Does that make
100%.
sense? So what are your thoughts on Celsius with all of this like testing with like drugs?
Wait, what's going on with Celsius?
They've like, if you drink Celsius, you'll test positive for like drugs or something.
What?
Yeah, it's on the news.
I literally missed that chapter. Like news like on the TV or like...
Yeah, I guess whatever they're putting in their energy drinks. So I stopped drinking Celsius. Also, I don't like the way that Celsius makes me feel.
Cracked out?
That, but then like I feel like the crash is harder than Red Bull.
For Celsius? I've never really been a Celsius fan. Red Bull has my heart.
I think right now my biggest ick, especially like living in LA, are men that pretend like they have stuff when they don't.
Like the name dropping and shit too.
The name dropping and like, oh, cause like
Oh, my Lamborghini is parked up front.
yeah, I'm a bottle girl
It's
and
fucking
I
right.
bartend, and it's like, oh, like I'm gonna take care of you, and then they get the bill and they're like, oh, it's this much, like money's not an object, and then they're like, what do you mean it's $1,000? I'm like, that's cheap. Like
That's
most tabs
literally-
are like 5,000.
One bottle is usually like $1,500.
Yeah.
It's
They're like, I'm gonna tip you, and they're like, yeah, $20 is good, right? And I'm like, no.
there's a lot of people that you are so right. There's so many people out here that like act like they got all this big bank account and they don't.
I grind like I'm broke, so I don't really know.
I do too. I'm just like,
Really do.
we're making it. We're surviving. Cause the taxes
And
are
I
here.
just, that's one thing that's like a huge difference from like LA and my hometown is like nobody with money in my hometown like flexes it. They're actually the people that you wouldn't suspect to have money. They have like millions.
I feel like this goes with anything, not even just money. I feel like if you have to like talk about it to say that you are this, you're usually not.
Exactly.
Like if a guy's like, oh, what is it called? I'm a value man, I'm a top man, I'm this. I'm like, if you have to say that to prove it, then you're probably not.
Yeah.
Oh, I got all this money. I got you. If you don't have to prove a point, if you actually got it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't need to talk about it if you have it. Do you know who I am? Obviously not.
Oh, I get that all the time at my
Obviously
job.
not.
They're
Obviously,
like,
I
don't
don't
you know
know
who
you
I
are."
am? And I'm like, no, but I know you know who I am. Because I'm taking care of you and I'm going to charge you full price. I don't care who you are.
And that's it.
You're VIP, then you can afford the $100 shot at the bar.
Yes, you can. I hate
Give
that.
me that American
Do you know who I am?
Express.
No, obviously, I wouldn't be talking to you if I knew who you were. I'm asking you for your name.
Yeah.
I think that's, kind of point blank period. Like, who are you? You don't know who I am? No, I just asked you who you are.
No, I'm Morgan. Who are you? When it comes to like dating, I was the queen of dating before I let me tell you what, I was the queen. If you want to know how to get a man, first of all, you need to get rid of Tinder, you need to get rid of Bumble, and check out Hinge. Or like I did, you can hit your man in a Whole Foods parking lot in Burbank on accident.
Is that where it's at?
Yeah, so that was the biggest debate with us because I was already reversing and he walked behind my car
Oh, so he was
and I
there.
love tapped him. He says I hit him. He didn't even like flinch that much.
And that's how you met your husband?
That's how I met him.
I really love that. Okay, I need to go hit somebody with my car.
That was, don't take it, but yeah, I mean, that worked. He I got out, I was like, I'm so sorry. And he up down me and he's like, if we, you go buy me a coffee, because I think I spilled his or something. He was like, then I won't do anything. And we sat there for 4 hours talking. We had our first date
This is so cute.
at Katana, which is right across the street from where I work now, and it took me months to figure out that. And then on our first date, he wanted us to have a good table because in LA, there's LA seating and whatever. So he said it was our anniversary on the open table thing. He totally forgot that he did that. So at the end of our first date, mind you, 5 employees had come by and was how is everything? Are you guys having a great time? Which I work in the service industry, so I was wow, they're really above and beyond. Normally you get a manager or your server will ask you, but it was 5 different people. And we had a great table, and all of a sudden this candle and sparkler and cake comes out. His face is beet red, and I just played along with it, and that was the end of our first date. That night he was happy anniversary babe, good night. That was the ending text of the night, and it really set us up. It was great. Honestly, we have such a crazy story.
That's really wholesome.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
And then a week and a half later, I ran off to Mexico with him for a week, which I do not recommend going on a trip with a stranger, but it worked for us, and that's when we got engaged.
I
and
would
it was
call this
iconic.
girl every week, and I'm like, hey, she's like, oh, Mexico. I was like, how long can you be in Mexico for?
Yeah, I remember.
You
it
come
was
back for 3 days, oh, I'm back in Mexico again.
Yeah, we
I'm
just
like,
kept going to Mexico the first 3 months.
yeah,
And now we're
every week.
Mexicoed out. We can't go anymore.
Now you guys need to go to Bali or something.
Well, it is in the books later
Oh
on.
my god, I can't believe that's why you met him. That's so
Yeah.
cute. I really want to talk
Yeah,
to you
so the
more.
key with dating apps is it's just like social media. So there's an algorithm. So if you think that the men or the people that you're seeing on your feed are not good enough, update every single one of your pictures, every single one of your prompts, and make them brighter or your absolute best picture, because then the algorithm will think that you've gotten hotter. Because literally, if you look into it, there are literal
The
studies
AI
on this.
detects if you're hot.
Yes, so they put hot
What if
people
the
with hot
AI doesn't
people.
think you're
so,
hot?
So
Oh my
exactly.
gosh.
So you have to replenish it. So every
It's
couple
kind of
months,
harsh. If I just
I
got-
would or every month I think I re-updated everything.
What if the AI
on
gives
it.
him a 3? He's just gonna give me 3s.
Yeah, and then you just update it and you make it
That's
better.
That's pretty harsh.
I have a very, very specific type. So I
You
only filtered in that type. Also, I put my location in a little bit of a better area in LA so that I could get a more elevated options.
True. That's pretty smart.
Did you say? And it worked. It literally worked. And I will tell you that every single night I was going out to a really nice dinner. And
Every night?
I didn't buy groceries for months. And sometimes, if my schedule was too booked, I would book lunch dates. But my philosophy for dating was, if I'm going to get a good guy, I don't do walk dates. I don't do coffee dates. You're going to take me out to dinner. And if it's not where I think you should be taking me to dinner, then I'm going to cancel. Because it set myself up to only have this select tier of men that I wanted. Because I knew that my next, like when I went through my breakup, I was like, I don't want to have to keep dating. I want to find my forever person. So I dated, like it was an interview for my forever person. They never, I think like 2 people while I was dating got to come to my house, and it took after like so many weeks or a month, and I would walk into your house because I wasn't going to open that door. And you needed to plan something besides dinner dates and like daytime, and like there were no sleepovers or anything for like 2 months. And people say like, oh, it doesn't matter if you sleep with someone on the first date. It matters. That's why we don't do it unless that's what you want to do. Then that's what you can do. And I'll be honest, I paid for the premium, and it was totally worth it. Oh, you get to like so many more people a day, and like you see all of your likes, and
you can also set preferences. Like
Yeah,
I know one
preferences.
girl who put it only on 6 foot and African American. That's it.
so mine was you
It
had
literally
to be,
gives you like on Amazon when it
Yeah.
says like,
No,
oh, do
literally.
you want black,
So that's
red,
how-
purple?
Yeah.
No, that's how mine was. So I had mine for, I did 5'10".
Okay, fair.
Because I do like, and my husband is not 6 foot. He is 5'10".
There's an actual fucking
Yeah, and so I put the
bleep filter on there?
Yeah, I have strictly Middle Eastern because that's only my type.
Hey,
Or an occasional Italian. Yes, I married a Middle Eastern man. I knew the lifestyle and the life that I wanted. And as
It's
soon
like-
as you start paying for
it's messed
premium,
up, but I like
you're
it.
gonna get hundreds of notifications. And for me, it was like
That's
25
nice.
no's before I said a yes. And then even with the yes, very few like
good
made
to
it
get.
to my number. So I will say, because I fly a lot. So I'm like a diamond member with Delta, and I have like the executive membership for free because I spend so much money with them. And you go sit in the lounge at those by yourself, and they just come flocking. I had like men just give me money for like when I got to my destination to like buy dinner. I was like, I can afford it, but thank you. So what are you looking for in your next man?
I don't even think I want a man right now. I'm so depleted.
I feel so bad because I've never been the girl ever that's been single. I've always had a man or a backup.
I've been a wife my whole life. I did a 3-year, I did a 2-year, then I did another 2-year.
And everyone always
And
told
then
me
now
I
I'm
needed to be
single in
single.
LA, and like
Not
single,
true.
single in LA is like great, but at the same time it's so not great because it's like everybody's industry. Everybody's in some kind of industry, whether actors, artists, social media people.
Oh, my type is always the same, like 3.
Where's the finance
jobs.
bros? Where's the fucking?
Oh no, I could not do a finance bro. My favorite were lawyers, commercial real estate agents, and doctors, but that's mostly what Middle Easterns. So literally, it was like a joke. It was like, oh my gosh, so you're Persian, you live in Beverly Hills, and let me guess, you do commercial real estate. They're like, yeah.
I made you a bracelet. We'll just, yeah.
There you go.
Yay! This is for you. It's very tiny. It's dying. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Alright, well, thanks for joining us in this episode in our failed attempt to make these bracelets, but our conversation was great, so thanks for catching up with us, and thank you for coming,
Of course.
and I'll see you next time.